do not have hopes on anything useful from the National Dialogue Committee. That is according to Jubilee Party Secretary General Jeremiah Kioni, who is a member of the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya's coalition technical team at the Bomas of Kenya. According to Kioni, Kenya Kwanza was all along managing Azimio and that the committee's sessions were a waste of time. Here's NTV's Ibrahim Karanja with that story.
Jubilee Party Secretary General Jeremiah Kioni, who is a member of the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition's technical team in the National Dialogue Committee, is once again stirring the waters just 9 days to the lapse of NADCO's period. In an exclusive sit-down with NTV, Kioni, who weeks ago suggested that he would have long stopped the talks had he been in the position of coalition leader Raila Odinga, says that the 3-month-long discourse has been a waste of time, with the most people-centric agenda of the cost of living left to the trenches.
Forget it. Mwenye alikuwa naenda kulala jana leo, wewe kati alikulala jana kesho. There is nothing that these guys are ready to give in on.
On why the measures proposed to contain the cost of living were brought towards the end of their term, Kioni had this to say.
When we got into the discussions, dilly-darring, they were never interested in dealing with the interim measures. It was a question of what time of meetings are we going to have, programs of the meeting, action, where is the work plan, you know, asking issues that clearly were meant to delay and derail the process.
Whilst the committee had first been gazetted for 60 days to conclude its discussions and a further 1 month added to particularly address the cost of living, Kioni says that Kenya Kwanza's aim was to manage the opposition as it allegedly presided over 6 months of plunder that opened the doors for mysteries, stating deals such as the G2G alleged oil scandal.
They were very clear in their minds what they wanted. We had a team of African leaders who were coming into the country. I think 15 or so of them. That was before. They needed us to have a calm country to give the perception that all is well in Kenya. We had the climate change meeting, the African Climate Summit meeting. And then of course we had the king. These were issues that they needed to, you know, give that impression that all is well and we are legitimately elected as leaders of the country and all that it went with.
Interestingly, the talks team is reported to have agreed on establishing offices of the Prime Cabinet Secretary and that of Leader of Official Opposition. He also alleges of Kenya Kwanza's proposal to tinker with the term of the Senate with an increase from 5 years to 7 years. Kioni's claims of a plan to manage Kenyans all along are holding water, especially since they are confirming an earlier position by Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua that the talks were an exercise in futility.
Ili mazungumzo yanaendelea inaongozwa na Mheshimiwa Kalonzo. Hapo hakuna kitu mngoje. There is nothing for you to wait from there.
However, the former Ndaragwa MP says that a return to the streets may not be an option on the table, seeing as it is too expensive to lose more lives as were lost in the previous rounds of protests. Raila Odinga's ODM party has also weighed in on the fate of the Bomas talks, stressing that the matter of cost of living is core to the talks. After a parliamentary group and leaders meeting here in Nairobi, the meeting resolved that the cost of living is a thorn in the flesh of millions of Kenyans and took great exception with the apparent reluctance by Kenya Kwanza in addressing the matter. In a statement by Secretary General Edwin Sifuna, saying punda ilichoka kitambo sasa imeanguka. Ibrahim Karanja, NTV.